does it feel when I sing? It's for me, it's like air that I breathe. I can sing anywhere, I can sing anytime, and I'm not even aware of it sometimes, but it is like air to me. It's magical, absolutely magical. I just wish I could make people enter my world, just so they get to experience it too. It makes me feel like crying every time I talk about it, but yeah, maybe that's why I'm on stage, because I'm so dramatic. But yeah, it is something so magical and so soulful for me. You forget, you're oblivious to everything. When I become a character, I cannot think of anything else. That's why I fall in love with every character that I play, and I put a lot of me into it, because I want to be truthful to it. I remember Christian Bautista was saying to me when we were rehearsing, it's so different on stage. And we were doing the scene at that time. We were doing the meeting scene. And I said, yes, isn't it magical? Because it really feels magical. I know it's a bit OA to say it, but it's true. It's something else. I lose Joanna, I lose me, because I become the other person. There's a little bit of me in that, because I cannot play a character unless I put my own experiences into it. I become Maria, or I become Kim, or I become Mary Magdalene. That's why when people ask me to choose what my favorite role would be, I cannot choose one, because I fall in love with every single one of them. Maria, you know the story. She's a Puerto Rican girl, very sheltered as well. So I guess I have to really think. In the beginning of the show, it's a real challenge for me, because she is so youthful. She shows her womanly nature towards the end of the show. And what's difficult for me is that, you know, because I am 33 years old, playing a 16-year-old character, that's very tough. But, you know, I just go back to basics to find that youthful side in me. I play against Christian Bautista, who's also very young. So, you know, I remember Audie Himora was asking me for photographs, just so he could see my chemistry with Christian. And that was part of my audition, because, of course, I couldn't come here. I was still in London when they were doing the auditions here. So I sent him a photo of mine and Christian's together, because Christian managed to catch me in Les Mis when I was doing Fantine. We were photographed together. So I sent that to Audie. And he said, okay, that looks good. And then when he came here, of course, I make sure that every time I have to play against or opposite someone, I make sure that we have chemistry, and I really get to know the person. You know, a little bit of you has to fall in love with the person as well. And it's so easy, because Christian is so lovable, and Christian is so good looking. So, you know, that part is easy. The kissing scene's pretty good. It's so funny, because in the beginning, of course, we were a bit shy, you know, in doing the kissing scenes and all. But towards the end, the director actually asked us to tone it down a bit, because it's not the sort of kissing scenes that teenagers would do. So, okay, at least we know now, diba? But it's fun. It's fun working with a cast, fun working with Christian. The Filipino audience, well, actually not just Filipino audiences, but also abroad. When there's a gunshot, of course they get startled, so they tend to laugh. Also, what I find is that Filipinos, when there's a dramatic scene on stage, they tend to have this nervous giggle. At first I was a bit like, is there something funny here that I'm doing? But every single performance has been the same, so I guess it's a nervous giggle. I'm amazed. We've been getting like very good houses. I mean, opening night was packed. It was sold out, totally sold out. I mean, we have a few performances that are sold out already, which is very good. Also, it's because the show is so amazing, and the direction, you know, everything about it is amazing. Why is it different? Because it's closer to my heart. It's here at home, and I get to work with a lot of Filipinos again. Yes, gosh, I fall in love too easily. I have fallen in love with, you know, several of my leading men. And what's difficult is that when you fight, then it's even more difficult to do the love scenes on stage. And that has happened before. And I remember I remember once an ex-boyfriend of mine, we were doing Miss Saigon. As soon as the curtain came down, we were kissing until the curtain came down. And as soon as the curtain came down, we were screaming at each other. It was hilarious. Of course, I look, on hindsight, it's funny now. But then it was so stressful. And I remember we were asked to go to the office because we were told off so badly. This is a thing I learned from that, and I have to be able to snap out of it. When you fall in love on stage, you have to be able to snap out of it off stage. For Christian, I don't know, we're just friends at the moment. He's so good-natured. He's such a gentleman. But he is based here, I'm based over there, I have to be able to snap out of it off stage. I love playing Maria. I just wish the run would be longer. My passion for the Filipinos, that's the major thing. Being able to perform in front of my relatives, my family who never got to see me in London. My main reason for coming over is performing for my country and doing the part of Maria. Everything else is a bonus.